All right, looks like we're about to start this last bout of the evening here on track two. We're going to be watching the line cutters in purple take on the Midnight Madness in black. And I am here with Mother Tucker making her debut as an announcer. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. Been a long time speaker. Now I'm actually be given a mic and got to do it for all y'all tonight. So it should be fun.
I know. So we're starting out this bout with some both packs very tight, and looks like the line cutters have their jammer out first. That is number 12, Emotional Jammage.
And when she's not here at Black and Blue, her name is Fox and Mad, plays for Lansing. Ooh, got a
I
nice hit
thought
out.
she looked like Fox and
Yeah.
Mad. That's right. A lot of skaters adopt a new name just for the weekend.
It's so hard to know who you're going to play against when everyone's changing their names. You got to wait till you get here to see all your friends.
And the first points of the bout are on the board. Emotional Jammage scoring 4 for the line cutters, but number 50, Van Walen, is out for the Midnight Madness, and Emotional Jammage scores 4 more and calls it off. So line cutters take a nice little lead there. 8 points. Midnight Madness still scoreless. But yeah, I recognized Fox and Mad as soon as I saw her. I was like, oh yeah.
Yep. We've got a lot of our. Everyone likes to have a little bit of fun with the tournaments, which is exactly what they're for. They're all for the fun.
Oh, exactly. And it's nice to see a lot of skaters taking on a temporary role as ref or an SO.
Or announcer.
Or announcer, exactly. Something they might not ordinarily do.
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun. So we got, all right, let's see here. Oh, looks like Black Midnight Madness is going to be getting the lead jammer. And looks
that is
like
number 40, Whitlash.
Nice.
Number 101 of the line cutters, Cruella DeKill, will not be your lead jammer. Oh, Whitlash coming around for 4. Midnight Madness now on the board. Score 4, call it off.
Good hit it and quit it strategy, especially when that next jammer is coming right behind you. So nice move there.
So it looks like we're taking a little bit of time to get settled on this. All right, the jam timer has called 5 seconds. We're getting back into action here. 5-on-5 pack. No one's in the penalty box just yet. And number 179, Sid Monster of the line cutters, is going to be your lead jammer. Midnight Madness, meanwhile, Kraken still fighting her way through that pack. That's number 20. And Sid Monster, meanwhile, coming out of that first scoring pass for 4 points.
Looks like, yep, so we had Black Jammer just got out of the pack, making her way around right now, and looks like the line cutter scored another 4 points. Looks like we have a total of 8 for that jam.
That's right. That's going to bring the line cutters up to 12. Midnight Madness not far behind at 8. Oh. See some other calculations on the scoreboard. Line cutters at 16. Midnight Madness at 4. 12-point game. And we have only just begun this first half. So, and we have Emotional Jammage back on the jam line there for the line cutters. That is going to be number 7-1-1 Sass on the jam line for Midnight Madness. And Emotional Jammage is going to be your lead jammer. And Lansing fans may know Emotional Jammage better as Fox and Mad, longtime skater for Lansing Roller Derby and often a jammer. That's 4 points going on the board for the Line Cutters. Midnight Madness held scoreless in that jam. So it looks like we're taking a little bit of time out for some track repair there close to the jam line. Annie DeSpanko working her way back towards the jam line. We have our first official time out of this bout. Well, that was a very short timeout. I see the jam timer's hand is up. We're back into action here.
Speaking as a skater, definitely like the short time, official timeouts. Ready to go back to Derby.
And, you know, a lot of times during tournaments like this, when we have back-to-back bouts, officials deliberately try to keep timeouts at a minimum and as short as possible because we are on a tight schedule. I imagine we all have to be out of the building at a certain time tonight.
You know what? That sounds likely. I wouldn't know, but I bet you're right about that. Absolutely.
So we have a couple of the Line Cutters holding up Van Walen, but Van Walen breaks through to be your lead jammer.
Looks like on Line Cutters we did have a star pass because right now looks like our pivot.
Oh no, this is going to be a power jam for the Midnight Madness. This is a very welcome chance for the Midnight Madness to catch up on the scoreboard. Let's see if Van Walen can make the most of this 30 seconds.
He is through now for another 4 points. Got everyone setting up for some offense for Midnight Madness. Oh, nope, they're giving her all the room she needs.
That's number 7, Spinelli of the Line Cutters. Putting a little hit there on Van Walen. Van Walen coming around for 4 points.
Oh, and we do have the Line Cutters jammer out right now.
And Scary Magdalene is lying in wait for Farrell. Coming out of that penalty box. Talk about pain, looking to break up that wall for Farrell.
Beautiful offense by the Line Cutters line there and helping Farrell get through. That was beautiful offense, and she was ready for it.
Van Walen, meanwhile, coming around for 4 more points, calls it off. And Van Walen has tied up the score. It's a 20-20 bout with just over 22 minutes left to go. Again, very, very well-timed power jam for the Midnight Madness. And the pack skates a little closer to the jam line as we got number 40, Whitlash, out there jamming for the Midnight Madness. And Whitlash is going to be your lead jammer. Midnight Madness hoping to keep this momentum going. And actually, Midnight Madness in that last jam edged into the lead by 4 points.
There's been some late points at the end there. Oh, and now we've got our Line Cutters jammer is out and on her way around to score some points.
That is Cruella DeKill, number 101. Meanwhile, Whitlash scores 4 and calls it off, bringing the Midnight Madness up to 28. Line Cutters held scoreless, still at 20. And those of you watching at home obviously can't tell, but I have to tell you, it is freezing in here. You can tell this is a building mostly used in the summertime.
Absolutely.
We are live from the Ingham County Fairgrounds. And
sure, the livestock that's in here on a regular basis for shows doesn't mind it as cold as we do.
Well, no livestock here tonight. Just some very determined skaters.
There we go. Oh, we've got jammers out neck and neck, but looks like Midnight Madness did get lead.
That is Swally Mammoth, number 17 of the Midnight Madness. But Sid Monster right in hot pursuit. And Swally Mammoth takes it to the inside, calls it off.
Love how it's amazing how jammers mid-fall can make sure they call the jam off. Amazing
Oh, yeah.
skill that they have. I do not have that skill, which is why I like to stand up in the line and do all the fun blocking. Those jammers are amazing, though. I will give that to them. Absolutely.
I think the line blot. Oh, never mind. Line cutter's still at 20. Midnight Madness at. And we have a team timeout being called. Oh, never mind. It's an official timeout. Saw the jam timer's hands change there. And while you're here, don't forget to check out some of our cool vendors. I can't remember the names off the top of my head, but we have not one, but two skate supply vendors in the house this weekend. We've got selling mouth guards, wheels, laces, toe stops, all kinds of fun, and of course bearings and bearing grease, all those fun things every skater needs. Don't wait for Santa Claus to put those under your tree. Go ahead and buy them yourself. While you are here, we also have Tamboy Sports Massage here taking appointments,
which are fantastic. They did absolutely book up at Mitten Kitten just back in October. So if you want to get in on her table for a few minutes, make sure you get on her list early.
Oh, that's right. I remember when she was here at Mitten Kittens. Yeah, I didn't have a. I let all the skaters get massages.
Bless you. Bless you. They needed it. They needed it. I wanted to be selfish and have one myself, and of course I was a little too late.
So we're back in action. Timeout now over. We've got 5-on-5. It's an all skate right now. And it's number 7-11 out there jamming for the Midnight Madness. That is Sass will be your lead jammer. And number 86, that is Crazia. Not going to be your lad. And 221 is going to hit the jammer to the outside. Sass is going to call it. I saw shrapnel. Huh. It looks like the line cutter's been held scoreless for yet another jam, still at 20. Midnight Madness up to 33. 13.
Maybe they took it back. Maybe not. We'll find out.
Oh, no.
They're thinking about it.
Yep. Looks like, the scoreboard just changed. Midnight Madness at 32.
Okay.
And it's a 4-on-5 pack. There's a line cutter in the penalty box.
A stitch slap out for the line cutters, and she just got lead jammer making her way around.
That is number 72. Number 39, Scary Magdalene, jamming for the Midnight Madness, will not be your lead jammer. And pitch slap coming up against Annie Spanko. Annie hits her to the outside. She calls it off. It looks like pitch slap put 4 points on the board.
Looks
yes.
like it. Yep, absolutely.
That's
4
good.
points.
That's going to even up the score a little bit. Line cutters now at 26. Midnight Madness up to 32.
The great thing about Derby, the best games can change with just a few jams. Even one jam can change the game.
Oh, I've been there. I've been there both as a skater and an announcer. It's a lot more fun when you're an announcer.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. A lot more tension definitely when you got your skates on.
And Cruella de Kill of the line cutters is going to be your lead jammer. Number 10, Lucille Brawl. Oh, never mind. That is not number 10. That is number 40, Whitlash of the Midnight Madness. Not going to be your lead jammer. Cruella de Kill, meanwhile, coming around for 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Calls it off. So line cutters cutting into that lead there. That's going to bring them up to 30. Midnight Madness at 32. 2-point game.
Easy could get a lead change here. We'll see what the line cutters can pull out this time.
Yeah, we sure will. Bo Toxic at the front of the pack trying to gather her team together. got both jammers fighting their way through. We'll tell you who those jammers are as soon as we can see their numbers.
Absolutely. Nice.
Oh. And it is number 93, Scrappy Goblin. She is going to be your lead jammer.
She is actually one of our very rookie skaters from Lansing. So this is probably one of her first times bouting this time, which is a great opportunity as a new skater because this weekend is all about the fun.
Van Whalen of the Midnight Madness not going to be your lead jammer. Scrappy calls it off midway through the pack. Scrappy did pick up 1 point there for the line cutters. And that we've just gone from a 2-point game to a 1-point game. Midnight Madness at 32, holding on to the thinnest of leads there. Line cutters at 31. And we're only halfway through the first half of this last bout of the night here on track 2.
Looks like we do have a line cutter in the box right now.
Yep, that is
Emotional Jammage.
Emotional Jam. Almost called her Fox and Mad again.
She's Mads to me. Sorry, Mads. I know you want to switch it up for this weekend. Can't promise I'm going to remember.
Number 17, Swally Mammoth is on the jam line for the Midnight Madness.
And looks like we got Farrell on for the line cutters.
Nice 3-wall there, courtesy of the line cutters at the front of the pack. Going to force Swally Mammoth to the back. Farrell, meanwhile, coming up against Lulu there in the pack. Farrell has to get past 2 more Midnight Madness skaters, and Farrell is going to be your lead jammer. It looks like Swally Mammoth was going for a star pass there, didn't quite make it happen. Farrell looks like took a hit to the outside from the Kraken. Swally Mammoth coming up against the wall of purple, hit to the outside. It's a double goose egg on that jam as Farrell calls it off.
And there was a very big hit by 701 Dakota of the line cutters that definitely caused that call off there.
Nice.
Nice form. Appreciate that.
Got number 40 on the jam line for the Midnight Madness. That is Whitlash. Oh, we have a blocker pile up there in the pack, and the Midnight Madness pivot has hit the ground, kind of turtling up there.
Oh, you're having some trips and tumbles here. Everyone's just trying to get through as fast as they can. We're having some tripping.
Oh my God!
That was
big,
beautiful.
Big apex jump there, courtesy of number 85, Matitude, jamming for the first time this evening. She will be your lead jammer. And just like that, the line cutters have taken the lead at 35 points. Midnight Madness at 32. And that is the jam. Midnight Madness held scoreless again. And line cutters did pick up 3 more points in that jam, but their jammer picked up a penalty there.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's going to be a power jam for the Midnight Madness. We could see another lead change in this jam.
Oh, absolutely. See on the that was some beautiful offense by Lucille Brawl to help get her through.
Van Whalen, number 50, is going to be your lead jammer.
It looks like we lost 2 line cutter blockers in that on that. No, looks like we only lost 1. They're sending 1 back.
Making all things easier for Van Halen. Oh, looks like Van Whalen got a no pass, no penalty. 2 points on that pass. Van Whalen coming around for another scoring pass. Get around. Oh, and that full 4 points on that scoring pass.
But Matitude is right out of the box and right behind her.
Matitude, meanwhile, on that initial pass, 4 more points going on the board for... Oh, no, Matitude likes that penalty box so much, she's going right back.
you can take a nice break. Sometimes we like to take those breaks, you know?
Meanwhile, Van Whalen picked up 3 points there. Got no pass, no penalty on one of the blockers. Line Cutters now ahead by 2. That's another scoring pass from Van Whalen. This time she picks up the full 4 points. And just like that, the Midnight Madness has taken the lead by 2 points. And Van Whalen does it again. No pass, no penalty again. 3 points on that pass. And Matitude is coming around for 4. Line Cutters now at 46. Midnight Madness in the lead by just 1 point. Matitude coming in with the apex jump for 4. Van Whalen calling it off. 4 more points. And now Midnight Madness in the lead by just 5 points. Midnight Madness at 51. Nope, I was right before. 1 point. Midnight Madness 51. Line Cutters 50. This is shaping up to be a very exciting bout.
The fact that there were so many points scored in that particular jam when our Line Cutters jammer was in the box for a penalty was pretty amazing. Absolutely.
Oh, that power jam was just what the Midnight Madness needed to even things up. Yeah, I wasn't really sure, like the first bout of the night, the Markdowns versus the Price Slashers was a bit of a blowout.
It was.
So I wasn't sure how this weekend would go, but these teams seem to be very evenly matched, and Sass is going to be lead jammer. Sass coming through on that scoring pass. 4 points on the board for the Midnight Madness. Line Cutters jammer, meanwhile, still stuck on their initial pass. Getting hung up on Pepper there. Having to go all the way to the back of the pack. That is Sid Monster of the Line Cutters. Fighting her way through on that initial pass. Rampage trying to make that hole for Sass in the pack. Nice hit by Taco, number 10 of the Line Cutters. And it looks like 4 more points going on the board there for the Midnight Madness.
And we did have a star pass for the Line Cutters. So right now we have got
that is
Scrappy Goblin.
Number 93 of the end. Let's see, Sass calls it off, picks up 4 more points and calls it off. Line Cutters held scoreless, bringing the Midnight Madness up to 63 points. Line Cutters at 46. And we have just under 9 minutes left to go in this first half. And it is Emotional Jammage, number 12, back on the jam line for the Line Cutters. And muscling her way through that pack on the inside, number 20, Kraken, is going to be the lead jammer. Nice block there, courtesy of number 4. I believe that was Luna Shovegood. And call off from the middle of the pack. And Midnight Madness has put 3 points on the board. Line Cutters held scoreless there.
Can't blame Kraken for that call off though. When you have a blocker on your back, I'd probably call it too.
Oh yeah, totally understandable. And the Midnight Madness, I almost said comfortable lead, but in roller derby there is no such thing as a truly comfortable lead.
Absolutely
but
not.
It is a 20-point game. Midnight Madness at 66, Line Cutters at 46.
I have seen a 400 lead. I feel like that's slightly comfortable, but that's about it.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, I don't know if you can be.
Wasn't that that was like the first bout of Mitten Kittens?
Yes, it was.
Think. With,
yes, it was. Lexi.
I think that was Kalamazoo versus Detroit.
Yes,
if I'm not
it
mistaken.
was.
Yeah, that was a brutal bout.
That was a tough one for sure. But looks like we have got Midnight Madness taking lead this time, and
it's Van Whalen taking a hit to the outside, courtesy of number 8. That was number 86, Crazia, forcing that call off there from Van Whalen. That's Annie DeSpanko taking the star for the first time this evening for the Line Cutters. And fighting her way through that pack is number 40, Whitlash is going to be your lead jammer. Annie DeSpanko, meanwhile, still on that initial pass. Whitlash hitting that pack at full force. Annie DeSpanko taking a hit to the outside from the Swoley Mammoth. Mammoth going to force her to line up behind. And on that scoring pass, Whiplash coming around for 4.
And it does look like actually the line cutters jammer 10-20 looks like.
Dex Bomb Bomb.
Bomb. Oh yeah,
Bomb
I wonder how to say that.
Oh, thank you. Sorry
I'm like,
about
how do we
this.
say this one?
I saw 4 digits and I was thinking it was Annie
That's
DeSpanko,
fair.
but
That's fair. 4 digits is pretty rare these days.
It is, yeah. Dex Bomb Bomb also. But she is jamming for the first time this evening, and taking a hit from Lucille Brawl there in the pack.
And Lucille Brawl is going to the box for that hit. Looks like we've got.
That's 4 more points going on the board for Whitlash.
2 penalties, one per team right now. So we have our line cutters pivots in the box, and we have 1 block from Midnight Madness in the box.
3 on 3, and 4 more points going on the board for the Midnight Madness there in that bout. I mean that jam. I don't know why I keep saying bout when I mean jam.
I guess there's a few bouts you're taking care of this weekend for us because you're fabulous. And you know
Well,
what?
thank you.
Every once in a while, this just gets to be a lot.
Well, it's just when we're just in the first day of this Black and Blue weekend. I always look forward to this every year, especially, losing 2 years to COVID.
Oh,
It's just
yes.
such a fun weekend, and it's really amazing how much work Lansing Roller Derby puts into making this weekend happen for all of us.
Absolutely. The scheduling starts in about the springtime.
It
Then by the time
has
we come
to.
through. Oh yeah, line cutters looks like they're taking lead jam with Fitch Slap coming through.
And this is number 39, Scary Magdalene of Midnight Madness will not be your lead jammer. And a hop. Oh, getting hung up there on the side. Oh, nice hit by number 85. That is Matitude. Well-timed hit there on number 4. Who is that? I have no idea. The Midnight Madness pivot.
We're trying to get everyone's names. Do forgive us. There's a lot of
Yes.
you, and these names are long.
Oh, yes, they are.
No, it's funny I say, Lexi, this is absolutely what we call a fundament for all of our players. They're concerned about playing for Black and Blue. Don't be. This is the weekend to come have some derby fun.
Fundament. I like that. That's a new one for me.
Yes.
A lot of pushing, a lot of shoving in the back. Just because it's a fundament doesn't mean the play is any less intense. We can see it out there right now. No pack's been called. Emotional damage has to do some bridging. Number 179, Sid Monster is out. Will be your lead jammer. Sass, meanwhile, looking to get the star pass, but a little hard to do when your pivot's behind you.
And then sometimes the door opens for you and you can keep it. So that looks like that's what happened for Sass this time around. She's going to keep that.
Yep, Sid. Let's see.
Yep, Sid Monster
Sid
for the
Monster.
line cutters.
Meanwhile, on that first pass, Sid calls it. It's like, and
4 points.
4
looks
points
like.
going on the board. So, line cutters now up to 53 points. Midnight Madness at 77. We have just under 3 minutes left in this first half. Nope, we're changing the score. Up there, adjusting the score as I speak. Line cutters at 60. Midnight Madness at 77. 17-point game. Still quite close. We'll have to see what happens. That is Van Walen, number 50. Coming out for the Midnight Madness will be your lead jammer. Number 101, Corella Kill of the Line Cutters will not be your lead jammer. Van Walen hitting that pack hard, coming up against the Line Cutters pivot, calls it off. So 2 points? Yes. So Midnight Madness picked up 2 points in that jam. That is Swoley Mammoth, number 17, taking the star again for Midnight Madness. Oh, and look at that. The line cutter's jammer just takes the inside like it's her birthright. That is number 701, jamming for the first time this evening, and she's going to be your lead jammer. Oh, coming up. Oh, and she does it again. Coming around for 4 points. Miss 701, making it look super easy. Line cutters catching right up to the Midnight Madness. Swoley Mammoth still on that initial pass. Wolf has to let 701 go. That's 4 more points on the board for the line cutters. 701 coming up against Andy DeSpanko in the pack.
And caught her up again, and she's out.
Tangling with Wolf.
Is 701 in the program? I don't have it on my
And that is Dakota. Oh, I wrote it really small. As
and we
Dakota
have
in the middle calls it off. Now we've got 10-point game. Line cutters at 69. Midnight Madness at 79. Just 4 seconds on the clock. We'll see if the refs say there's time for another jam. And nope, that is going to be the half. I will see you in 5. Oh. Okay. All right. You gonna run to the back?
I know not everyone that's watching right now can see Lexi's fabulous, fabulous Christmas sweater that she's wearing
Oh.
with the gorgeous Mike Tyson on the front. We have. I'm not going to read the shirt, but
It's Merry Christmas.
that is fantastic.
Yeah, I saw this online and I was like, yep, that's me.
Yep, absolutely. Mine definitely has Buddy the Elf. It will always have Buddy the Elf for me. We're getting ready to get started here, and we do have emotional damage back on for the line cutters. And I cannot quite see Midnight Med. Oh, looks like the Van Wait.
Emotional Jamage tops out in front. It's going to be your lead jammer. Sass, number 711, just half a track behind. We are starting this second half with we have a 10-point game. Midnight Madness in the lead at 79. Line Cutters trailing at 69.
And looks like Line Cutters did pick up 4 points and and no points for Midnight Madness. So we've got an even closer game right now, which should be 6 points.
So obviously 2 very well matched teams here tonight. And of course let's see. And Midnight Madness, of course, already having won the first bout of tonight on track 2 against the Hot Items. This is Midnight Madness' second bout of the evening, and it's 179. Sid Monster of the Line Cutters is going to be lead jammer.
Whitlash got hit out on the outside and coming back through to try to get through her initial pass right now.
Sid Monster is coming around for 1, 2, 3 points. No pass, no penalty there on one of the black blockers. And the Line Cutters creeping ever closer to a tied score, now at 73. And Sid's gonna call it off and hold Midnight Madness scoreless. Sid did pick up 1 more point in that jam.
So nice close game, got about 6 points, 79 Midnight Madness, 73 Line Cutters. And as we said before, that can change very, very quickly.
It sure can. We got 5-on-5 heading into this jam. Let's see who's... Oh, would you look at that? Line Cutters jammer comes out first. That is number 86, Crazia.
Oh, and Wolf's right behind her from Midnight Madness.
And that line of black is waiting for Crazia. Voodoo Dolly almost hits her out. Crazia calls it off. Looks like Crazia picked up 1 point there for the Line Cutters. And they are edging ever so slowly into the Midnight Madness score. 5-point game. Midnight Madness at 79. Line Cutters 74. And we are just barely into this second half of the evening's last bout here on track 2.
For the Line Cutters, looks like we have 101 Corella to kill. And we have Van Walen, who's just got lead jammer again. I feel like she likes doing this.
Oh, yeah, she's definitely no stranger to the star, that's for sure. Corella to kill out will not be your lead jammer. Dex Bomb Bomb taking on Bo Toxic at the front of the pack here.
Van Walen just got through, and I believe got all 4 points. Let's find out. Yep, looks like all 4 points for Van Walen.
The Line Cutters did steal a point there. And Midnight Madness still in the lead at 80, but we're evening things up. This is only a 6-point game. We'll have to see how things shake out as we get further into the second half of this bout. And that is Emotional Jamage, number 12, back on the jam
She's
line.
foxing Mad. I know. She wants it to be all fancy this weekend. Sorry, Mads. You're going to be Mads. And we do have Sass for Midnight Madness.
Sass coming up against a wall of purple in the front. Taco's got to let her go, and Sass is going to be lead jammer. Fox and Mad racing on those toe stops on the inside. Oh, emotional damage, rather. Oh, you got me doing it.
Sorry about that, Lexi. Sorry about that.
It's okay. 4 points going on the board for Sass. Sass calls it off. Nothing there for the line cutters.
Looks like 4 points for Midnight Madness. So we should looking at 88 Midnight Madness, line cutter 75.
So I don't know if those line cutters are out there dancing or just trying to keep warm.
Oh, I would definitely think keeping warm. It is quite chilly in here tonight.
I mean, that could be nice when you're a skater, but you know, as soon as you get off the track, you have no sleeves, you're covered in sweat. Oh, my gosh, look at that. That was fast.
Bitch slip jumping out the outside, coming around to be lead for the line cutters. It does look like Wolf is going to be the jammer for Midnight Madness. She is fighting a wall of purple right up front right now.
Matitude's going to throw a hip in, slow her down, and Wolf going for the star pass, but where is her pivot? But Midnight Madness not taking it any easier on Fitch slap there. Anna DeSpanko holding down that line for the Midnight Madness. Lucille Brawl's actually going to go to the penalty box for that block.
Fitch slap got through for another 4 points.
For line cutters.
Wolf is making her way back around, unfortunately getting hit out in the front, which is the hardest thing to come back through and do it again. But she is one tough cookie, I will say that for Wolf. And then Fitch slap is through again for another 4 points, totaling 8 right now.
Line cutters catching right up to Midnight Madness. 5-point game now. This could be the jam where the tie is broken. And Fitch slap does it again. Finding the big old hole on the inside there. Gets a no pass, no penalty on one skater. Calls it off.
2-point game now. That was an 11-point jam. We got 88 Midnight Madness and 86 for the line cutters.
And still 23 minutes left to go in this bout.
What's going to be nice tomorrow night, Lexi, there will be, I do believe, some alcoholic beverages being available for purchase for tomorrow evening, and that will definitely help warm it up here, at least for us. At least for us and the spectators tomorrow night.
Oh, let's see. We've got number 40. Whitlash is going to be your lead jammer. Oh,
and Crazia was out right after hers, but unfortunately she is going to the box. So we do have a power jam for Midnight Madness.
And Whitlash taking a hit there from the line cutter's pivot, coming around for 4 points. Oh, nice.
Offense coming from the outside, and then her ducking to the in. Beautiful sweep across. Whitlash is definitely making this look easy.
Yep. Midnight Madness determined to make the most of this power jam here. Just 4 points below the century mark. 10-point game now. And Whitlash takes a tumble there to the center of the track, giving the line cutters the time they need. Edge taking a little ride there off of Dex Bomb Bomb, but even Dex Bomb Bomb can't slow her down. 4 more points on the board for Midnight Madness.
And Crazia is out of the box, and she has just got through her initial pass, so hopefully she'll be scoring points for the line cutters very soon.
Hook-handed Helen looks like she just kind of hitting blockers there for the hell of it.
That does happen a lot, though.
It's fun, though. It's way fun.
We do sign up for a full contact sport.
Exactly.
And definitely Midnight Madness has broken the century mark at 104, looks like. So total 16 points that jam. And we do have 86 currently for the line cutters who were scoreless in that jam.
So 18-point game, still very close.
Lexi likes to do the math over here. Sorry, I'm not doing the math, kids.
Well, I'm not that good at it, but I can do derby math.
There we go. You do have more experience with the derby math, absolutely. And so 701, Dakota is out for the line cutters. We have Van Walen working on getting through that wall of purple up front.
Number there for the line cutters. I don't know who that is, but they're doing great out there.
Number 85, I believe,
85.
Matitude. She was working that blocking very nice. And
Dakota
calling it off.
4 points on the board for the line cutters, bringing them up to 90. Midnight Madness still at 104.
That's 14. Yep. I can do math. That's cool.
Yeah, Derby math's pretty. Yeah,
Derby math's not too bad. Derby math's fun.
Yeah, especially since you don't ever lose points. You don't get points subtracted.
Fair.
So,
That's true. That's true.
Your score has nowhere to go but up. We have Emotional Jamage, number 12, back on the jam line for the line cutters.
And it does look like Sass up for Midnight Madness again.
Pepper and Kitty trying to hold down that line in front. Lucille Brawl going to assist. Emotional Jamage does break through. She will be your lead jammer. Sass going for the star pass in the middle of the pack there. Number 86. That is Pepper taking the star for the Midnight Madness. Line cutters, of course, trying to keep Pepper from actually putting the star on her head. On her helmet, rather.
That is part of the strategy sometimes. She does need that panty on her head to be able to actually score points.
Speaking of scoring points, Emotional Jamage just scored 4 of them for the line cutters.
They're hard-fought points. These blockers are no joke tonight.
Well, when it's close like this, neither team is going to give an inch to the other.
Fundament or not, we are going to be going and playing some real derby, which everyone is definitely having a lot of fun this year. Depending on what they've been doing this season, coming back from post-COVID, all these different leagues are changing up, so it's been really nice to see a lot of familiar and brand new faces this year as well.
Oh, absolutely. And Derby fans, you're not going to want to miss on Sunday. We're going to have the first of 3 Team Michigan tryouts this year. So we're not going to want to miss that. I made sure to put myself on the announcing,
Good
for that.
Good move. That's going to be a fun one to watch, that's for sure.
I know. I only got to see half of it last year, but...
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's going to be a great time to come hang out on Sunday with us.
Absolutely. Wouldn't miss it. And both jammers out at almost the same time, but out by a hair. It's Sid Monster, number 179. And Swoley Mammoth wasn't quite out. Had to go back. Had to go to the back of the pack.
Could have been a last-minute hit out, possibly. So I'm not sure what happened there, but that's all right.
Yep.
Still, Woolly Mammoth's coming around. Oh.
And Sid has to call it off from the outside. 2 points going on the board for the line cutters there. Line cutters catching up to the Midnight Madness at 97. Midnight Madness at 104.
So right now we've got some pivot line start derby. So that is when we have the pivot holding her foot on the line up front. Everyone has to be behind her hips to start. And this is an older school kind of derby. Actually, even before my time, and I did start in 2013, so it's been about 10 years, but that's even before my time.
Yeah, you're pretty well seasoned by now, I would say.
My knees say so.
Oh, God, yeah. It's 86 Crazy. Of the line cutters will be lead jammer Van Whalen, not quite there. We got 5-on-5, looks like.
Matitude coming in for some offense just to scare the Midnight Madness to help get.
Crazy comes through for 4, calls it off. That is going to take the line cutters over the century mark at 101. Midnight Madness hanging on to just a thread of a lead there at 104. 3-point game now.
Yeah, it's really a point of making sure we have a lot of really close match teams that I know a lot of thought goes into these teams every year.
Absolutely. And even then, Derby can be so unpredictable. And we saw that with the first bout of the evening, the markdowns versus the price slashes.
Absolutely. By working track at that game, that was definitely one that was a bit of a widespread. But looks like we do have 40 Whitlash coming through with the lead jammer. And Bitch Slap right behind her coming out right now.
That was a nice hit there from Pepper, I have to say.
Pepper gives some good hits. That she does.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. we got a little block. We got a little jammer on jammer love there.
Oh, there's so
On the
much
gem line.
love.
That's so cute. We like to see it.
Oh, absolutely. Like I think you said earlier, the animosity stops as soon as the whistle blows.
Oh yeah, Derby is still kind of an outsider sport even after all these years, and all of us who play Derby, involved in Derby, kind of know we have to stick together.
Absolutely. Emotional Jamage coming out and getting lead, and then Wolf is right out behind her.
Yep, Spinelli has to let her go. And Emotional Jamage coming around for 4. Hits it and quits it, calls it off. Not quite enough to put the line cutters in the lead, but still 105 to 110. That is pretty good. 5-point game. Looks like Swoley Mammoth, number 17, back on the jam line for the Midnight Madness. And Swollen, oh no! Swoley Mammoth picks up a penalty. It's going to be a power jam for the Midnight. Wait a second. Is Midnight Madness jammer in the box too? What did I miss?
There's definitely quite a bit of a traffic jam in the box here. We do have Swoley Mammoth in the box. One blocker from the line cutters, but it does look like
a lot power jam for the line cutters. We could see a lead change in this jam. But Midnight Madness able to stall number 221 there. Jamming for line cutters long enough to get Swoley Mammoth out.
that is Yeti, one of our all-star coaches that is taking care of one of our clinics this weekend. So that is Yeti
cool.
out there right now. Making changes. It's black and blue.
Oh,
Gotta
yeah.
be flexible.
Absolutely.
Everyone gets to play. And we have a very, very tight pack with both sets of blockers and jammers all together, trying to stay warm. Here we go. Well, Swoley Mammoth gets out. She's taking her time. And Yeti is out. Oh.
Violent knockout hits her just to the outside. Yeti calls it. And that's 4 points going on the board for the line cutters, bringing them up and there we go.
113 for the line cutters, and Midnight Madness at 110. We have a lead change.
Yeah, just over 12 minutes left to go in this bout. Still, of course, very much anyone's game here. Oh, and right away, Van Walen takes a tumble there in the middle of the pack. Farrell and Cayenne Calamity have to let her go. No, that's Sass, rather. Yep. Sass is going to be lead jammer. That is Sid Monster, number 179, jamming for the line cutter, still on her initial pass. Sass is out for 4. Sid Monster looking to get that star pass in the pack. Rampage, of course, looking to block that star pass.
Sass is through for 4 more points. Sid Monster did make it out, so she is coming around for points as well. Very likely we're going to have a call-off here, but I've been wrong before.
Absolutely. Let's see what Sass decides. Yep, Sass, just as Sid gets to the pack, Sass calls it. And Sass did pick up 3 more points, so that was a well-timed call-off.
I do appreciate you making me right, Sass. Appreciate that.
That's going to bring Midnight Madness up to 118. Line cutters at 113. 5-point game. Midnight Madness taking the lead again there somewhere. You know, it's getting harder to keep track of the lead changes in this game, but
Oh, looks like we did have some even more points. Now Midnight Madness is up to 121 and Line Cutters at 113.
and we have another like maybe our first official timeout. Once again, we're on a tight schedule this weekend, so officials do try to keep the timeouts at a minimum. Looks like we got a little track repair going on. That's always very important.
Thank you to all of our volunteers who are helping us this weekend. Anyone who is able and willing to help volunteer at any point this weekend, please let someone from Lansing know. We would love the help.
Oh, that's right. For the very first time in Black and Blue history, we've got 2 tracks at once. That means we need double the refs and NSOs.
So exciting that this event has grown that much. It is so
yeah.
exciting.
Oh, very much so. It used to be I remember when it went from a 2 to a 3-day event.
Yep.
And now we have all these great clinics with these guest coaches coming in.
Makes all the difference. And 701 Dakota is out for lead jammer.
For line cutters, and Van Walen, number 50, still stuck on that initial pass, cutting through the refs there in the middle, getting hung up on the line cutter there in the back of the pack.
Dakota's out for 4 points.
That's gonna cut into the Midnight Madness lead here. Van Walen still on that initial, has to get past Mattitude. We've seen Mattitude throwing some mad hips this bout. She does it again on Van Walen there.
My body hurts just watching this. I'm actually okay with just sitting this one out maybe next year I'll be ready to take this beating because my goodness, the talent this weekend is amazing.
Oh, yes. No argument there. 4 points going on the board for the line cutters. And
nice job, Dakota.
And now we have a 1-point game. Midnight Madness at 121. Line cutters at 120. Just 9 minutes left. Still could go either way. Let's see what happens.
Emotional damage for the line cutters out again. And looks like a whiplash for Midnight Madness. And she is through for a lead, but looks like emotional damage is right with her and passing her right now.
Emotional damage hoping to force a call off if nothing else. Pack's moving pretty fast here. Emotional damage hits that pack running, and she's trying to call it, but emotional damage, of course, did not get lead in this jam, but still kind of a jammer's instinct, when you get in a tough spot, try to call it.
She was pretty neck and neck right behind her for lead, so I understand the confusion, Mads. It's all right, girl.
Emotional damage picking up 4 points there for the line cutters, and now but Midnight Madness also kept picking up a couple of points, so still a 1-point game. Line cutters holding on to a razor-thin lead with just 1 point separating.
And looks like we have Wolf from Midnight Madness jamming. And for the line cutters,
losing her balance.
Just got lead.
It is 101. That is
Cruella de Kill.
Thank you.
There must be a ghost on that side of the tracks. I see a lot of tripping right now. Everyone be safe now.
It's the ghost blocker. They show up at every bout I've ever been to.
Never nice coat. Not the Casper kind of ghost. Sorry, kids.
Yeah, and they play for both teams too. They're sneaky.
Cruella de Kill working hard to get out. That Midnight Madness wall just sticking with her. The tracking back and forth. 2-on-2. Oh, that blocking is beautiful. But we still do have Cruella de Kill out for 4 points.
And this is actually a power jam for the line cutters.
I was so excited watching, I forgot to look at the box. So sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, well, I did too, Chucks. I wasn't looking either, so, That's Lula, number 93, jamming for the first time this evening, I believe, for the Midnight Madness out of that penalty box now. Lula is coming out, and Jammer are dead even. 4 more points going on the board for the line cutters. And Cruella de Kill calls it off. Line cutters now up to 132. Midnight Madness at 123. And we've got another official timeout being called. You're having fun. Don't forget to join us. We're going to be starting out at 5:20 tomorrow here on track 2. It's going to be loser WUFTA 1 versus loser WUFTA 4. I do not know what the hell that means.
That means they're going to have 2 teams that lost today who are going to be playing first tomorrow. Which teams they are, I could not tell you at the moment, but we will find out soon, and it will be announced on our Facebook page for everyone who's following via Facebook as well as following on YouTube.
And we also have another loser versus loser bout at 5:20 on track 1 tomorrow at 5:20. Loser WUFTA 2 versus loser WUFTA 3. And of course, one of those is probably going to be the loser of this bout. So we cannot tell you yet who you'll see on the track tomorrow at 5:20.
Now, I'm not sure what Shiv Tyler is working on. Maybe it's a strategy with the line cutters here.
Oh,
Trying to keep them limber. Maybe we're doing jumping jacks.
maybe they're just trying to stay warm. You know, it is a nice and brisk 59 degrees in here. That's just an estimate by feel, of course.
That's probably a pretty good guesstimate.
Yeah.
Cannot feel my toes currently.
I can't feel my shoulders. This sweatshirt has a pretty
Mike's not
generously
keeping
cut
you not
neck.
keeping you warm, Lexi. I'm sorry to
Not
hear that.
really, but that's okay. I'll manage. It's Michigan. We're built to handle the cold.
Absolutely. It could be 60 one day, and then it's going to be 30 the next. That's just how it goes.
I think we've seen the last of the 61-degree days this year.
Unfortunately, yes, I believe you're correct. And we've got
Swolley Mammoth
Oh,
jamming and
almost out, but get caught by Yeti up front.
taking a hit to the outside. Yeti forces her out again. Pepper trying to force Yeti out of bounds there. Doesn't quite happen. And I believe this is a power jam for the Midnight Madness. It does not appear as though I can't see the penalty box from here.
That is yep, and looks like we do have now our lead power jam is over. Sorry, words.
Kanker scored, doing her best to hit Mammoth to the outside. Yeti also going to come in to assist, not taking it easy on the swollen Mammoth up there. Van Walen, meanwhile, forcing Cruella to kill all the way to the back. Yeti headed to the penalty box for that hit, and the swollen Mammoth is lead jammer.
Swollen Mammoth is through for another 4 points. Cruella to kill is working on the back, and does look like she picked up a track cut. So we do have a power jam for the Midnight Menace and Swollen Mammoth.
Could be looking at another lead change here. Midnight Madness at 127, line cutters at 132.
30 seconds to do it. I think it's possible.
I think so too.
Let's see. Oh, another 4 points up for Midnight Madness.
Points. I just heard Wooly, stay away from her.
That is very good advice. Nice advice. You always have a lot of friends in the audience that like to help out.
Oh, exactly. Especially since most of the spectators this weekend are skaters hanging out between bouts.
It is one of the best things about this fundament that we have, this lovely black and blue weekend. And let's see, it looks like
I think
2 more points went up for the Midnight Madness, and we have a lead change.
I have stopped keeping track of the lead changes. I really have. But we have just under 4 minutes left in this bout. Midnight Madness at 134, line cutters 132.
Looks like we have Sass on the line for Midnight Madness. And Sid Monster for the line cutters.
Sid Monster has to get past number 4. Oh, sneaking up from behind. It is Sass is going to be lead jammer.
Like, I'll take this lead. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh, nice hit there from Violet. Knockout.
There's not really a not good hit from Violet Knockout from my understanding.
Oh, God, yeah. Sid Monster looking to get a star pass, but Matitude with the pivot is way up at the front of the pack, and they have to let Sass go. Sass picking up 4 points there for the Midnight Madness. Sass getting hung up in the pack here on turn 3. Oh, I spoke too quickly. Sass is out. So is Sid. Of course, that was Sid's initial pass and Sass's second scoring pass. But Sid is trailing Sass. And
got a little tumble
Sass.
there. And Sass says, I'm all set with that. Thank you. I'll call it from the floor. Thank you very much. Does look like she got one more point, though, looks like. Oh, we got 1 point for the line cutters,
and the line cutters have just called a team timeout with just over 2 minutes left on the clock.
1:42 Midnight Madness and 1:33 line cutters. Again, super tight game, very close teams.
Oh, yeah. That's what makes it fun to watch, you know.
Absolutely. No one wants to watch a blowout. Unless you're on the team and you're the one winning.
Yeah.
That's the only time I like a blowout.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that is fun, no question. But that's when you start seeing audience members. You start seeing people, like, kind of just quietly leaving before the second half is over. They're like, yeah, we know how this is going to play out.
It's done. It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll have some close games this weekend, so hopefully everyone sticks around. I know everyone's a little chilly at this point. We'll work on the temperature for all you folks for the rest of the weekend. We promise.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, this is, yesterday was pretty nice, but I did look at the forecast. Looks like temperatures are going to be dropping for the rest of the week, unfortunately.
Oh, fun. You got to love Michigan in November. We're getting winter right now.
Yep, I had a bottle of water in my car, and it was frozen.
We are at that point, aren't we?
So,
Can't leave liquids in the car.
If you leave them in the car, make sure they are half full and in plastic. Do not leave glass in your car.
Or a pop that you haven't opened.
Yeah,
can
exactly.
be fun. Those are the not fun mornings when you come out and there's a pop explode in the back of your car.
Okay, it is.
Emotional Jammage Mads, coming out for the lead, but we've got Whitlash.
Whitlash, number 40.
Right behind her. And we got this pack moving fast, trying to get up front, not to be a point. That's your goal as a blocker right now. Don't be a point.
Mads takes a tumble there right off of number 20, Kraken. And Emotional Jammage calls it off. Looks like picking up 4 points there for, I'm not sure who.
4 points for the line cutters, looks like. But looks like we're gonna take a medical break.
With just 1.5 minutes left to go, got our medics taking a look at Emotional Jammage on the sideline there. Do you know how many years Lansing's been having the black and blue scrimmage?
So my understanding, I do believe we are on close to a decade. I know that for sure, if not 12 years maybe.
I remember I skated in the 2012 one, and I feel like that wasn't even the first.
No, so
2011, almost since the Mitten Mavens were established,
which is in 2010. So we're probably looking at about 12.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. So this is the 11th one.
Yep, that sounds
because
about right.
We missed 2 years because of COVID.
True. Yes, COVID's just going to throw off all of our derby numbers.
Yeah.
They've been doing this for 10 years, but then that's with COVID and 2 babies in between. So my
yeah.
numbers are a little skewed myself.
It's okay. You know, I think COVID skewed everyone's sense of time. It was like we just hit pause on everyday life for like 2 years.
It's one of the most surreal things, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But glad to have Derby back, though. I missed it terribly.
So. We all had mad Derby withdrawals. It sucked so much, but you know, we're all happy to have Derby back, happy to have tournaments back. Mitten Kittens came back for the
first time.
4 years, man, since 2019.
Yep. That was a great one to be able to host in Lansing again. So I know we really enjoyed Lansing Roller Derby. Really enjoyed being able to host that this past year.
And I enjoyed not having to drive all the way to Mackinac City.
You know, but I will say those those were some great weekends up there.
They
They were my husband's favorite when we got to go
Oh,
up
I
to
bet.
Mackinac City for the weekend.
Oh yeah.
They were great hosts. That was fun. But yes, the lack of travel is very nice. We stay in Lansing.
Yeah, Lansing's a very nice central location for everyone, and you have such a big league, so many built-in volunteers.
Absolutely. Whether we want to or not, we
Yeah,
are all
you're
here.
all conscripted. Even people on injury.
No one wants to make Yar mad.
I can see that. You're like, if you're not skating, you're on you're penalty timing.
Hey, it's a team sport, everybody, on and off the track. Everybody helps.
Exactly. Probably also a few Derby widows pressed into service for the weekend, right?
A few, not too terribly many. We don't have too many Derby widows on the team. Not too many. A couple here and there.
Yeah. I can almost swear I feel a breeze coming from somewhere.
There's absolutely a breeze, Lexi. I'm trying to ignore it.
And Emotional Jamage is on her feet. That's the applause we're all hearing. Getting, unfortunately, escorted off no skates by our medics. Let's hope she's all right in fighting shape for tomorrow. But we'll just have to wait and see on that.
She's a tough one, Mads.
Oh, yeah.
See, all right, we got. So then about a minute and a half left to play. 147 Midnight Madness, 137 Line Cutters. Anybody gets game these next couple of jams, kids.
And we have our officials doing a little confab there in the center of the track. Have to see how that shakes out.
Well, I know we're not starting yet because Eat, Chip, and Die is just relaxing in the box. So
Oh,
I think
yeah.
we'll just hang out for a minute. I'll let Chip be my little signal for we're getting ready to go. He looks quite relaxed there. I think we're gonna take a couple more, a little bit more.
Yeah.
Never mind. Chip's gotta get out.
Yeah, Kix Rush just told him to get out.
All right, let's
But
go.
There's still another ref sitting in there. I can't tell who from here.
Zebras have vacated the penalty box and looks like we are getting ready to go.
Yep, the jam timer's arm is in the air. That's what that means. And
Sass out for Midnight Madness. And we have
Wolf is doing her level best to hit number 701.
Dakota.
Dakota to the outside. Dakota will not be lead jammer. Sass looking for that hole in the pack. Matitude and Spinelli kind of ganging up on Sass there in the middle of the pack. Meanwhile, Dakota just kind of sneaks on through for 4 points. Sass calls it off from the center. And Sass did pick up 4 points there in that jam. 4 and 4. We have 48 seconds left to go. Time for one more jam. And it's the Midnight Madness at 147. Line Cutters at 141.
I think those numbers might be changing, though. I did think Dakota got a few more points, but I
Yeah.
could be wrong.
Sometimes there's a little delay in communication from the refs to the scorekeepers.
Oh, 4 points for Midnight Madness, though. That's good.
So 10-point game. 141 Line Cutters, 151 Midnight Madness.
And this is going to be the last jam of the game, and we have Fitchlep out for lead for the Line Cutters.
This one's for all the marbles, kids. And
And Waylon is coming out, and she is not our lead jammer, but she is out to score points.
Fitch Slap sneaking through on the inside for 4. And of course, Fitch Slap knows where the score stands. She's not about to quit now.
And that purple blocking line is hitting Van Walen out. She's coming back in.
She stays on the inside. 4 points. Of course, you can't call off when you're not lead jammer. Just keep right on going. Fitch is also coming around for 4.
Fitch needs to score another 6 points as of right now. That is if... Oh, nope. Van Walen now is out to score some points.
We might be going the full 2 minutes on this. Of course, jam clock ends after the period clock. 4 more points on the board there for Fitch Slap. And there's a tight wall of purple there at the front of the pack. Not jealous of Van Walen in the slightest
Purple
here.
wants this one. They are trying to stop all that's going. Yet he says, nope, we're going to go out.
Fitch Slap sneaking and her way through for 4 more points. Van Walen coming around, scooting around Farrell.
2 points separate them right now. So Fitch Slap's going to make her plan for this pass.
Oh, nice hit to the outside, courtesy of
Lula.
Lula.
That fabulous little goth we love so much from Canada.
Oh, Fitch just kind of
Did a little move and then Yeti fell instead of the jammer. Got Fitch Slap working on getting through. She only needs a few more points.
Van Walen getting hit to the outside. Anna Spanko forcing Fitch out as well. Bo Toxic doing the same thing. That's the end of the bout. Looks like both teams picked up a 2
points looks like, but let's see where the numbers sat.
All right, so unofficial final is Midnight Madness 165, line cutters 159. Of course, we have to give the refs and the scorekeepers a few minutes to get things straight here. In the meantime, skaters, we also have MVPs for this bout. So whenever you're ready, teams, we will take your votes for tonight's MVPs.
We'll be voting for a blocker and a jammer.
And of course, we have some real cute MVP prizes donated by what I can only assume are our junior skaters. Thanks, juniors.
These are probably the cutest turkeys I've ever seen.
Yep, cute little we got cute little
handprint
turkeys
turkeys.
here.
These are great, guys.
Blocker.
Come on over. We do need MVPs for both teams.
No
and
pressure.
it looks like Midnight Madness
Oh, we got to let them do their victory laps.
doing their
first.
victory lap at 165. Line cutters 159. Looks like haven't quite changed it to official score, but they're making their lap anyway. There's so much derby love on this track right now, no matter what color shirt you're wearing today.
Oh yeah,
Beautiful.
And with fundaments like these, you're gonna have your own teammates on a different team just because everybody's sort of, randomly placed onto. What do we have? 6 teams this weekend?
We do have 6 teams this weekend. Yep.
And we are ready for those
MVPs.
MVPs.
Yes, MVPs, line cutters, you're all starting to disperse.
Yes, Midnight Madness, we also need your MVPs for this bout.